sent back on their journey, and you get the feel the grey. TUPELO Honey's going to be revved up early, and there goes Rachel Bennica, and TUPELO Honey bounced away with speed, gets on a length and a half. Hot Money second, hot on the trail. Official Secrets right there. Maiden France is deep in the early stages. Someone exciting, Let's Not Linger just in front of her. On the outside, Ice Imperial racing in tight quarters, 3 lengths off. Ruby Sky, 3/4 of the way back. Then Imperial Ballet as they go to the 800 zone. Capriccio, Birdwatcher, and Foxy Lady being swung on at the back of the field, around 9 lengths off. TUPELO Honey making play in front, using the 4 kgs to the advantage here, coming to the 600. Official Secret on the outside. Another Apprentice, Caden Brewer second. Maiden France, Gabriel Peters on the outside. Ice Imperial. Let's Not Linger. The grey TUPELO Honey now by a length and a half. Hot Money becomes a danger. Official Secret. All the while, Ice Imperial is starting to storm home on the grandstand side. TUPELO Honey by a length and a half. Ice Imperial the outside. Capriccio is also getting into it. Capriccio, TUPELO Honey's finding more though. And TUPELO Honey and Rachel Bennica fend them all off. Capriccio second. Maiden France and Ice Imperial.
I can't wait for the day they print these computer forms, because having these stapled pages doesn't help. Sanele Swele is the gentleman that looks after TUPELO Honey, the winner of race 5. Well done to you, Sanele. On behalf of Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle, R1,000, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's get Michael Roberts in. I don't think Rachel... there she comes. Okay, let's wait for Rachel Bennica. And a young lady that's certainly riding winners. Well, come into the winners' enclosure, please, ma'am. And isn't it wonderful? We spoke just the other day, and what I said to Graham in the studio is you're winning on these horses from impossible draws.
I'd say number 13 might be my lucky number now. Just a huge thank you to Mr. Roberts. He's really supported me so much. It's my second winner for him. I cannot thank him enough for the support. To the owners, late Mr. Rousseau, God rest his soul, thank you so much. To the whole Barrington team back home, good job with the filly. Quite interesting, she was the first filly I ever took for Mr. Roberts when I started riding work from ages ago, so it's very nice to have one on her. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Academy and to my sponsors, Dasher.
Tell us about the race, because the draw, you had one thing on your mind, and that was to get up and get to the front.
Yes, so Mr. Roberts said if I can get her up there where they have to sit handy or get up to the front, do whatever the race pans out to. And I was lucky, she broke well, caught a fly, and we were able to get across. And she switched off and enjoyed the run the whole way through.
Rachel, how many winners is it now as an apprentice, not as a work rider?
This is now my third as an apprentice.
Third, okay, fantastic. So it's going along smoothly, and we wish you all the very best. As I said to you yesterday, it's just wonderful to see you in the winners' enclosure and doing what you do best.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. That's Rachel Bennica and Michael Roberts. Now let's talk about Rachel before we talk about TUPELO Honey and the Rousseau family. Well, in fact, let's leave Rachel to the end. Let's talk about the Rousseau family who own TUPELO Honey, and she's won a good race today. She's a gorgeous filly, isn't she?
She's beautiful. This was the late Sid's favourite filly. When he gave it to me, he said, please, I expected quite a few wins out of her, and it's with a heavy heart standing here, because he was a good friend of ours.
He certainly was a good friend. Was Sid and his wife, of course, Shirley, and the whole family, and they just love their horses. So it is with a heavy heart that we stand here. But as Rachel said, we know he's watching down on us, and he'll be enjoying this win up there as much as we are down here.
So, and he loved his breeding and his matings and that. He did very well with that, and so and a big thank you to Shirley and a daughter for carrying on with the horses, and I can just wish them all the very, very best. Michael,
Rachel, now there's lady riders around the world. I'm not going to name them because I'll forget one or two. We're getting old now, and she's come and she's certainly making a mark, and she's winning on these horses from impossible draws. I say impossible draws, from deep draws, and she's doing it so well. Yes,
one thing about Rachel, she listens, and she and she pick up, grasp things very quickly, which is, is important, and when you explain to her, from a bad draw, you've got to do it quick, because otherwise, you've got horses kicking up your inside, and you're going to throw that advantage away. So I mean, she's been doing it, very nicely. I've been watching her closely, and from earlier on, before she even, when they rejected the academy, she sits nice on a horse. She got good hands, and you can see there's something there, and I'm pleased she's doing well. She's quite a tall girl, but I mean, the weight's good, and so I can just wish her all the very best, and I know there's a big advantage now with the 4 kgs, but I think she's going to improve all the time.
Michael, lovely chatting. All the best with this one. You've got one more runner. We'll see you just now.
Thank you, and also a big thank you to our staff, and things that hasn't been that easy, but we coped, and thank you for for the help they've given us.
Lovely,
Thank
Michael.
you.
All the best. Michael, of course, has got one runner left, Phyllis Spear, in the next race, which he tells me has certainly got a bit of a chance. Let's move on then and have a look at this replay.